correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Monday, October the 6th. All right, Facebook, YouTube, what's going on, guys? Today is Monday, October the 6th. We are in Sevierville, Tennessee with my client, Jeff, spelled with a G, yes. Correct? Mm-hmm. Jeff, spelled with a G. Client found us. I can't remember. How did you guys find us, actually?
Lloyd found you through word of mouth.
Okay.
Some friends.
Okay.
Or business that she had heard.
Okay, so they word of mouth through friends and called us out, come have a look at the floors. We took a look at the floors and they just had years and years of damage to the hardwood floors. They were in pretty rough condition. And I originally met with your wife, Lori, not yes. you, and I discussed with her, you had two options. You had one, which was the screen and recoat, the sand-free refinishing, or you could do the full sand and refinish. I briefly explained kind of the pros, the cons of each, and I think at first, you guys were initially leaning towards the screen and recoat, and then I think after a little more consideration, you guys decided to do a full sand and refinish. I'm very glad you did. They were in pretty rough condition, and I think they look beautiful now. Refinished them, and you guys wanted to match the walls and also the shoe molding and the risers and all of that were already stained. So we wanted to do our best to match what they had already had. And if you can't briefly explain, how did we do in matching that? How was the service and how was the process?
Yeah, it was great. We were originally just going with the cheaper type thing, mm-hmm. but like I said, you're right. Once we looked at the finish and realised how bad it had been chewed up over the years,
yeah,
we decided to go with the full package. The sanding, the matching. These guys did just fantastic. You met all our needs, and
awesome.
We really appreciate the effort you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Another question too, we have a lot of clients, one of their main concerns is the house and it being clean and getting dirty and dust and things like that everywhere. When people typically think of full sanding and refinishing, they think back that, how it used to be, that there's going to be sawdust all over the house. And we always tell our clients it's not like that anymore. We use dust containment, HEPA filtration. How did you feel that we did in terms of keeping the house clean and relatively dust free during the process?
Yeah, that was one of Laura's concerns of how much dust was going to be.
Yeah.
There was basically zero.
Awesome.
It was fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, we try our best to make sure that when we leave the house, we leave it clean. Like when I was out here earlier, I was wheeling some of the machines off and we dropped some dust and stuff like that here. So try as much as we can to make sure that when we leave the house, because I've had that happen where I've hired people and they come in and it's worse than when they showed up. And then I'm mad because I'm like, okay, well, I thought what I'm paying, part of what you're paying for is cleanup of, doing your job. And sometimes you don't always get that. So we pride ourselves in being able to make sure that we keep a clean space and keep it tidy and stuff like that. And then another question that I had, and it's slipping me right now. What was the other question that I had? It was a very important question. One, in terms of the match, how did we do? Perfect in terms of that. We did perfect in terms of the match. And then anything that you think we could improve on. I know we always, I told you in the beginning of this interview, we like full transparency. Now there was, on Friday when I was here, correct? It was on Friday. There were, I had forgotten my air compressor and my nail gun. I had left to go get it. Forgot it again on the second trip. So I personally believe that is one thing I could do a little bit better on, being prepared on that aspect. But aside from that one incident where I forgot, was there anything else you felt that we didn't do to standard or we could have improved upon?
No, like I said, other than that little
yeah.
glitch, everything went perfect. Communication was great.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't have asked for it to go smoother.
I think what you said, the communication, I'm huge on that. Is like today I was supposed to be here between 9 to 10. I don't think I got here until like 11, but I called and spoke with your wife and I said, hey, I'm running a little bit behind today, just so you guys know, because that's huge. And I've had that happen too, where I've hired somebody and they just won't show up at all. They'll show up extremely late, no call, nothing like that. And it's always appreciated, because I don't know what he may be sitting here waiting on me, missing an appointment or something. He could be running to the store. So that simple phone call, hey, we're running a little bit behind, keeping you informed. I think that's, a huge part of not only are we going to provide great, work, but do we provide good customer service? Because
absolutely
everything, the phone calls, the emails, the follow-ups, the communication, all of that makes a good service into a great service. And that's I pride myself on. My team, and we pride ourselves on that, so we try and go above and beyond all the time. Would you recommend this to the neighbors?
Absolutely.
All right, Jeff.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that.